Welcome to Crypto News, where I bring you the latest happenings on cryptocurrency. Subscribe and stay tuned. The world of cryptocurrencies is abuzz with startling news today. There was a recent theft of over 46 billion tokens, and some claim Satoshi Kusama was the direct beneficiary of the theft. But what had just happened, really? Allow me to clarify. But first, kindly like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. The YouTube algorithm will benefit from this. Regards. The Shiba Inu development team introduced Shibarium, a Layer 2 scaling solution, at least 5 months ago, as you may recall from my earlier videos. Shibarium pledged to donate 70% of gas fee proceeds to Shiba Inu burns in an effort to promote further Shiba Inu burning. Considering the enormous Shiba Inu supply of more than 500 trillion tokens, the Shiba Inu team made a very astute decision with its launch. Lead developer Satoshi Kusama promoted Shibarium as the solution, arguing that burning trillions of tokens was necessary to achieve the community's goal of at least 1 cent per token. The community knew that large token burns had a big impact on the token's value, so they were excited about Shibarium's ability to complete this vital task. The community's eagerness for additional burns is a reflection of their awareness that Shibarium is essential to keeping the promise to lower the token supply, which could raise the cost of Shiba Inu. The development team disclosed that they had already generated over $1,300,000, of which over $900,000 was intended for conversion to Shiba Inu and burning. This is where things went wrong. 4 of the burns happened in December, and the 5th burn happened in January. These were the bulk of the burns. The Shiba Inu community is concerned because there has been a 30-day delay in the 6th burn, which has occurred more than 30 days after the previous burn. And it makes sense that the Shiba Inu community is frustrated after 30 days without hearing from the developers. Imagine being excitedly awaiting a much-anticipated concert or other event, only to be kept waiting without any news or notification of when it will take place. In a situation like this, it's normal to feel frustrated and disappointed. Similar to this, the community is frustrated by the lack of updates and clarity surrounding the Shiba Inu burns, particularly in light of the substantial effect these burns have on the token's value. Members of the community are feeling uneasy and are anxious for openness and assurance from the developers due to the lack of communication. This indicates the community's strong need for timely and lucid information to preserve faith in the project's course. However, the developers' 30-day absence is merely the beginning. What had actually happened during this silence? Why aren't the developers saying anything at all? Where did more than $450,000 in money disappear to? What in the world is truly going on when that equates to more than 46 billion Shiba Inu tokens? As we investigate these important issues further and solve the puzzle of the recent happenings in the Shiba Inu community, be sure to tune in. Speaking of the most recent advancements, it's crucial to keep in mind the difficulties the development team encountered when converting the money from gas fees to Shiba Inu, because gas fees were previously paid with BONE tokens. Since it has a major effect on the mechanism's efficacy, the low liquidity of BONE tokens on the burning process cannot be disregarded. This difficulty may have contributed to the 30-day burn-free period, illuminating the difficulties and obstacles the team has faced in carrying out the scheduled burns. These elements highlight the complex nature of the burning process and the possible effects of these difficulties on the project's schedule and community expectations. Even if this theory is correct, however, it still leaves the community in the dark regarding the devia's lack of activity and updates. Some people surmise that the team's lack of updates is a sign that they are embezzling money. This suspicion is comparable to having doubts about the dependability of a close friend who abruptly vanishes with project funds that were shared, leaving everyone to wonder about their integrity. The team has already carried out 5 burns, so this theory is at odds with reality. It begs the question, why would they have burned these things instead of taking the entire pot and running off with it if their plan was to steal the money? This is comparable to someone who, in a game, has the option to claim the entire prize but decides to keep only a portion of it, which defies the logic of organizing an escape with the full amount. This is the point at which the Shiba Inu community made their voice heard. Oscar Ramos, a well-known member of the Shiba Inu community, alerted Satoshi Kusama to the fact that there hadn't been a noteworthy Shiba Inu burn in more than 30 days. He specifically asked for a clear burn date calendar and whether there would be any more burns this month. Ramos, who is in possession of Shiba Inu tokens and magazine covers, underlined his dedication to the community and asked the team for a clear response regarding the burn schedule. Furthermore, Lola, a well-respected member of the Shiba Inu community, voiced her worries about the burns that were delayed. She asked Satoshi Kusama directly how the Shiba Inu burns were going, emphasizing how much the community wanted to see one sticky zero removed and requesting updates that were clear about the burn process. Prominent community members' comments highlight the growing dissatisfaction and call for greater openness and responsiveness from the defi team in relation to Shiba Inu burn injuries. These exchanges demonstrate the growing frustration of the community and the pressing need for precise information and dates regarding the upcoming burn transaction. However, you should be aware of this. The team's recognition of the shortcomings of manual burns, such as their labor-intensive nature, the possibility of human error, and the requirement for continual supervision, is reflected in the ongoing Shibarium transition from manual burns to automatic incineration. The community was shocked that despite the initial promise that this transition would take place in January, it never happened. This pattern of broken promises followed by explanations reminds me of other times the team failed to live up to expectations by staying silent and giving no updates. The team's recent admission that they only promised testing in January rather than the switch to automated burns raises concerns about the clarity of their communication and the degree to which community expectations and the team's goals line up. This is comparable to a situation in which a business announces a product launch on a particular date, but then, when faced with criticism for the postponement, says that they never made the launch date clear, leaving customers unhappy. Although the community has been asked to be patient, some members of the community have found this explanation to be unsatisfactory and have completely stopped participating in the Shiba Inu project as a result. This emphasizes how crucial it is for the team and the community to have clear and open communication in order to avoid misunderstandings and effectively manage expectations. Hopefully, though, the circumstances surrounding the switch to automated burns and the general dialogue between the Shiba Inu team and the community will soon be resolved. Because it directly affects investor confidence, community trust, and the general perception of the project's reliability, this clarity is critical to the Shiba Inu project. In order to preserve Shiba Inu's standing as a reliable cryptocurrency, the team must honor their pledges and engage in open communication with the community. This is similar to a friendship, where trust and respect are maintained through regular and honest communication. Just like in a friendship, the relationship between two people gets stronger when promises are kept and lines of communication are open. Similar to this, in the cryptocurrency space, open and honest communication promotes confidence and trust, both of which are necessary for a project like Shiba Inu to succeed over time. However, what are your thoughts on the comment that is below? I look forward to reading your thoughts. We've come to the end of this video. If you're curious to see more, click one of the videos that appear on the screen. Please like the video and don't forget to leave a comment in the space provided if you liked it. This is a huge assistance for the YouTube algorithm. Please spread the word about this video to as many people as you can. Let us disseminate this news. Also, is there any cryptocurrency you would like also to look into? Feel free to let us know in the comments. See you in our next video. Love you guys.